And welcome back to Sports the NEMO Way, the Seahawks episode.
Caw.
We are going to talk about some Seahawks. I can't guarantee they're going to be good, but we'll talk about them. And we will spend some time in Seattle. Speaking of Seattle, the Seattle Mariners, I mean, a little late here, but they ended their ridiculously long streak of missing the playoffs. So now the Sacramento Kings are the only team with a ridiculously long playoff drought. What is it, like 18 years or something stupid like that?
Isn't it like 05 last time they were in the playoffs, I think?
Yeah, something like that. So congratulations to the Mariners. And obviously, we've had a World Series. Congratulations, unfortunately, to the Houston Astros. And speaking of baseball, I'm here to announce in this episode that obviously we only have this and 2 more episodes left of football, and we will be doing baseball episodes after this. We will be doing the 3 greatest players at each position. We will do catcher and first, second, third, short, all 3 outfield spots. We will do right-handed pitchers and left-handed pitchers. We will do closers, and we will do designated hitter. So I think that's 11. Am I correct, guys? Did I just count that correctly? So that'll be only 11 baseball episodes. So burn through them fairly quickly. And then we will move back to basketball. So I hope everybody will stick around and listen to some baseball talk. And we'll talk to you more about that later. But let's move on to the Seahawks. Drew, who's your number 4?
Oh, well, my number 4 is Sean Alexander.
That's my number 1.
Oh, okay.
Oh, damn. Oh, he didn't make my list.
Oh, he did not make mine.
All right.
No, didn't make mine either. But he was in consideration.
I did like Sean Alexander back in the day, though.
I do like him.
All right, well, I thought with the Seahawks, they're kind of a weaker team, I thought. I mean, he's he might be the only Seahawk who has an MVP, an Offensive Player of the Year. He's on the All-2000s team. He had the touchdown record for a very short time before LaDainian Tomlinson broke it. He's got 9,453 rushing yards and 100 touchdowns. So I thought for the Seahawks being kind of a weaker team in this division compared to some of the last ones we've done, I thought he was a good 4 since he's got some accolades in his career in Seattle.
Like I said, I like Sean Alexander, but honestly, the running back I had closest to my list was Beast Mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been a good choice, yeah.
And they're both pretty close.
Yeah.
They're both.
That 2005 season was crazy, though. But I don't know what was going on in the NFL at that time, but the touchdown record got broke 3 times in like 4 seasons. Yeah. It was Priest Holmes, then Sean Alexander, then LaDainian Tomlinson, and they broke it like within the span of 4 seasons. I think they broke it those 3 times.
Just a handful of years before Alexander, didn't Marshall Faulk break it?
So was it Falk and then Priest Holmes and then those 2?
So,
or before Holmes, I meant, not Alexander. I thought Falk had it, maybe not.
Maybe Fox might have been total touchdowns, not just rushing. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Didn't Holmes do it like in 02 or 03, and then Alexander did it in 05, and then Tomlinson did it in 06?
Yeah.
Something like that. I mean, I don't remember.
It was 05, 06. It was back-to-back seasons these 2 did it.
Together.
Yeah. But that 05 season was crazy. I mean, 1,880 yards, 27 touchdowns. Like,
yeah, that's nuts.
He also had, a 1 receiving touchdown, 15 catches. But
imagine having him in fantasy football that year.
I did.
Oh, damn.
I did.
Yeah, I did. I was just thinking about that because I took Sean Alexander and then he blew up.
I think, if I remember right, the first time Peyton Manning broke the touchdown record, I had Peyton and Marvin on my team.
I don't think you're right, Wade.
I think I am.
I think that was the year you drafted both receivers, Peyton and Edgerrin James.
Oh,
wasn't
maybe.
Wasn't that the year you drafted all 4 of them?
Probably.
And, like, you murdered our entire fantasy league.
You made it sound like I was completely wrong.
No, I was like, no, I think you just touched the tip here.
Oh,
I think,
yeah.
Like,
no, I always drafted Colts back when I was younger.
Oh,
I didn't give 2 shits about bye weeks.
I saw this TikTok, and it's this guy. He called his team name Bills Mafia, and he drafted every Bills player.
Oh,
he has Josh Allen, both running backs, all the receivers, the tight end, the defense, and the kicker. and he's like so far in this year, I think he's like 7-4.
I mean, I can see if you have Diggs, Allen, Singletary, their defense.
The thing is, it's not a bad idea if you have a good team.
Right.
Because you get every single yard every single game when you do that. But the problem is somebody always messes it up for you. You very rarely get both receivers, the running back, the quarterback, the tight end. Like, you very rarely get them all.
And you're definitely losing your bye week.
Yeah.
But hey, if you go 15-1,
Yeah.
I mean, the team that could do it was like the Chiefs. You had Mahomes, Kelsey, all you get all the receiving yards.
Better not be a Chargers fan. Have your team be hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could also happen.
But they filled their bench with like all the backups too. So like the guys that haven't even seen the field yet this year, this Bills guy has them on the team.
That's cool.
So if someone gets hurt, well, that'd be cool to do a fantasy league. You pick teams and you just get that team of players.
That would be kind of
I
cool.
think that'd be
I
interesting.
wonder who his first pick was, Allen or Diggs. I wonder who would. It had to be Diggs. Wouldn't Diggs go before Allen?
Some leagues I'm in it does.
I guess it depends on what the point system is.
People always
Yeah.
jump too high for quarterbacks, though. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
All right. Wade, you got a 4?
I do. My favorite Seahawk of all time, Beast Mode.
Oh, beast mode.
Oh,
I'm not going to
Marshawn.
not put Beast Mode on. I know I'm probably robbing a great Seahawk player, but I love Beast Mode. And Beast Mode, if you really look back on the old, no, sorry, not old, go back to their Super Bowl team, he is the driving force of their offense.
Yeah.
They have the great defense, and they hand the ball off to Beast Mode, and then Russell Wilson made a couple plays a game back then. And Beast Mode, everyone knew who was getting the ball, except in that one important situation when they should have 2 Super Bowls instead of 1.
That's true.
But, I mean, without him, they don't have their 1 Super Bowl. That's what gave him the edge over Sean Alexander for me. I know Alexander has a huge season in the MVP.
Yeah.
Did he get MVP or Offensive Player of the Year?
Both.
He got both? Okay.
Both.
But Beast Mode has some great seasons. Was the team's best offensive player during their Super Bowl run, and he was their offense when they won their only Super Bowl. So, and he's just a monster.
I looked at Marshawn Wade, but I think I just went with the MVP and offensive player over the 1 Super Bowl. I think if he would have got 2, then yes.
Yeah.
But I think that Seahawks team should have won more than once.
Oh, I agree with that. But Beast Mode is also a huge personality off the field.
Oh, I don't mind him with his Skittles and
Yeah,
him driving the car down.
Hey, he's like that's like my favorite part about him. He's just funny. and
I'm just
he's-
here so I won't get fined.
Yeah, like he has famous off the field moments, on the field moments. He has one of the greatest runs in NFL playoff history when he broke like 12 tackles, or
Beastquake.
13 tackles against the Saints. Like,
Wasn't that the year when they went like 7-9 or 8-8,
and then won their playoff game.
They won the playoff game. Everyone was hating on them.
They beat. I think it was. The Saints.
Yeah, they beat the Saints.
Yeah,
Because
so-
every year, like the anniversary, they always post. So many years ago was Beastquake, and they showed the
Yeah.
play, and he like.
It's amazing. I mean, he literally breaks like 12 or 13 tackles in the one play. Like,
Really?
he breaks a couple guys' tackles like more than once in a play. Like, it's nuts.
In the way he jumps in the end zone, he's like.
Yeah. And he has over 10,000 yards for his career, which is a great accomplishment for a running back. He has like 84 or 85 rushing touchdowns or something like that. He was a great player, and he was their driving force on offense when they won their Super Bowl. So, and he's my favorite guy. He has a giant personality, and he's funny off the field. And I just wanted to put him on the list. To be
Okay.
honest with you.
I don't mind
Yeah.
Marshawn.
Yeah.
Good pick. Yeah.
All right. Uncle Doug, who's your number 4?
Cortez Kennedy.
He's my number 3.
He's my number 3.
He's my number 3.
He's also my number 3.
So he's unanimous?
Yeah.
We got it unanimous this week.
All right.
Boom.
Nice. Yeah. Defensive Player of the Year, 8 Pro Bowls, 4 All-Pros, 58 sacks, 11 forced fumbles, 3 interceptions. It's pretty tough.
He's very good.
All 90s team. Defensive player of the year. Yeah.
Didn't he have like a 14 sack season? Something like that?
I don't know.
I thought I already had like
yes, he did. And in his 3rd season in 1992, he had 92 tackles and 14 sacks.
Yeah, that's nuts.
He came in. He got Defensive Player of the Year that year.
Yeah.
Defensive tackle getting 92 tackles. That's
Seems like a lot.
That's pretty
I mean,
good.
14 sacks. I mean, that's.
I mean, 14 sacks is impressive too, but I mean, like, honestly, I'd almost say the 92 tackles is better. I mean, like, it's I don't know if it's better, but I'd say rarer.
Yeah, you see a D tackle. They're not there to make tackles. They're there to plug up holes.
Right.
Yeah.
And let the
Yeah.
linebackers flow.
Eat blockers up.
Yeah.
I'm
so the
curious,
linebacker
like,
can fill the holes.
Back in the day when we don't know people's tackles numbers, like in the 70s when people ran the ball 50 times a game, I wondered like how many tackles Mean Joe Green actually got, or like someone like Merlin Olsen, or like
Alan
Deacon
Page.
Jones,
Alan Page, yeah.
or like any of those star defensive linemen. I wonder like what numbers they really put up when teams really ran the ball nonstop.
Now I don't know where he finds them, whether he pulls them out of his ass or fakes them or whatever. But Drew
God.
keeps finding these tackle numbers, and he had a guy last week that had 2,000 tackles in 10 seasons.
Yeah, I heard that.
And
It's on all- it's
that was what, like in the 60s.
And that was, and I
Got
got
Gradishar.
yeah, and that
Yeah,
was from the
60s and
Pro
70s.
Football Hall of Fame website. So I mean, I'm not just.
I guess 200
Pull 'em out of your
tackles. That's
Do you want me to look up Alan Page's tackles? I'll see what I can find real quick.
Do.
Just Alan Page.
Oh, I mean, I don't care.
I'll do it real quick.
I just don't feel like we shouldn't be able to find film and count.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Like, we're not talking about the 20s. We're talking about the 60s.
yeah, it's all on there. I mean, NFL Films has got all the games.
Yeah, they like. How
Yeah,
are
we-
those great Steeler teams? Do we not have tackles for all those great defensive players?
Right.
Like, they were on TV in the late to mid 70s, weren't they?
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say, I know I wasn't alive, but I mean,
I mean, Sunday's always been football day.
Yeah.
They did regional games. Back then, it was they had to show your local team, so every team was on.
yeah,
I mean, somebody was filming it and showing it in the local area, so they've got film on all of it.
that's so weird. I don't know.
And I also find it hard to believe that teams didn't keep there's nobody keeping books.
Right? Yeah. Come on.
I mean, especially something as common as tackles. Like if they didn't keep tackles for loss because we didn't really know what that was yet. So okay, gotcha.
Right.
They didn't keep track of solo and assists and all that stuff. But like, we didn't keep track of tackles. Like we go back so far, they didn't keep track of sacks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Well, a defensive end invented the term sack, so an actual player had to kind of invented himself. It was Deacon Jones,
Right.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deacon Joe to the Ram.
So I don't know.
all right. Well, who has a number 4?
I do.
Ray, what you got, buddy?
Russell Wilson.
Oh.
He's also my number 4.
Russell's my 2.
Ooh.
I got
Let's see.
3
here.
Russells. Anybody else got any?
No.
No.
Just
No.
3.
So Super Bowl title, Super Bowl MVP, 9-time Pro Bowler, 37,059 pass yards, 292 passing TDs with a pass completion percentage of 65. So pretty solid quarterback there.
Well, here's
Not
one.
anymore, but
Yeah, no kidding.
I about to say.
Here's one that sticks out to me though: 292 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And 87 picks.
Yeah.
Those numbers. That's a huge gap.
He ran around a lot when he was younger too. He has a lot of rushing numbers.
Yeah.
He has 1,800 yards and rushing in his career.
Only 1,800.
No, hold on. Sorry, I looked at the wrong thing. That's not even on this page. You gotta scroll. Sorry.
I was gonna guess between like 3,000 and 4,000.
Yeah, I think he's got more than that.
Rushing, he has 4,800
Okay.
and
Yeah.
24 touchdowns.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I knew he ran a ton when he was younger. Like he ran a lot.
Yeah, he has an 800-yard rushing season.
Yeah. He was a beast there for a while.
Then he just kind of got hurt one year. Now he just.
That whole team is just a hot mess. They
It's-
might have the
it's
dumbest head
crazy.
coach in the NFL.
We're gonna win. I'm gonna win 3 Super Bowls. Huh?
oh my God.
Huh? And he is probably the most person that everyone thinks of if mid-season collapses for the MVP. I mean, there's like 3 or 4 years there in a row he was looking way hot for he's gonna win the MVP, and then it's bad. He just took
Yeah.
fat dumps in games.
I think he has led the league in touchdowns a couple of times, though.
I know, but Bobby Wagner has more MVP votes than Russell Wilson.
That is kind of
Ooh.
bizarre.
That is bizarre. I've never understood that. The man ought to at least get some votes.
He led the league in touchdowns once.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure there's a couple years when they won like between 10 and 12 games after the Legion of Doom when they had a terrible offensive line, injury-prone running backs, and like a 25th ranked defense, and they won like 11 games because he ran around and acted a fool
Yeah.
and carried them to the playoffs.
So, Russell Wilson is the Seahawks' all-time leader in yards, all-time leader in touchdowns. He's their all-time leader in attempts by over 500. But he is 5th in interceptions in team history.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's also 8,000 yards more than Matt Hasselbeck, who is second in yards.
And
And
Hasselbeck almost won a Super Bowl with him.
he is 90.
He didn't get a fair shot in that one.
No.
He has 97 more touchdowns than Dave Craig, his second in touchdowns.
Yeah. I believe I watched the Hasselbeck Super Bowl, I believe, at Uncle Doug's house. I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think.
That was not fair.
But that's the one where Roethlisberger falls down and then crawls over the goal line and they gain the touchdown, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. And the referee after the game, like a couple years after the Super Bowl, came out and said that they blew the game in favor of the Steelers.
There's a bunch of pass interference calls that got.
Yeah, there was a bunch of stuff.
Widely thought of as the worst officiated Super Bowl ever.
Yeah. I can't remember. Like, it was like a pretty big-time referee, I thought, too, that came out and admitted to all that. Like,
Yeah, it was terrible.
By the way, did you guys see that? I can't remember his name either, but a widely known NBA referee is suing the league because last year they fired him because he didn't get vaccinated, and
okay.
so he's now suing the league. He has he's the one that's like he's slick back hair like
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
yeah,
know what
I
his
can't remember
is,
his name now off the top of my head.
but- Yeah.
Anyway, all right, who has number 4 left?
Oh, hold up. How many had Wilson?
Me.
Me.
So 3 of us.
3 of us? Okay. Okay.
So nobody has a 4 left?
No.
Nope.
All right, who has a 3 left? Just Uncle Doug? All right. Uncle Doug.
Walter Jones.
He's
he's my number one.
my number 1.
He's my number
okay.
2.
Ray?
So that's 4 of you?
Oh.
You don't have Walter?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, Walter, 9 Pro Bowls, 6 All Pros. Obviously, he's a tackle, so I don't have a
Yeah,
lot of.
He's a member. He's a member of the All 2000s team.
Yeah, a lot of accolades and stuff, but he's a really good offensive lineman.
That's when the Seahawks O-line was good, but they didn't really have much to protect.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd probably pretty confidently say he's probably a top 3 or 4 tackle of the past 20, 30 years, probably.
Yeah.
He's a great all-time tackle, but again.
So he's part of the line that Alexander ran behind.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. He was
There for a
good.
while, it was like him and Jonathan Ogden and a couple other guys that kind of
Yeah.
ruled the NFL at left
Oh.
tackle.
Well, not only that, but he and Ogden were so rare because they were so huge but could play tackle
Right.
because they could move their
They
feet.
could move.
Yeah.
You know, they were just so much bigger than all the other tackles in the league.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he was my number 1. But
Yeah, it's my number 1 as well. Am I going to get another offensive lineman on the list?
Oh, yeah, you are.
I hope so. He's got 4 votes already. But, so that leaves everybody with how many? What?
What?
I have.
Trying to remember.
I have one guy left.
I have one guy
I
left.
think I have 1.
I've got 1 guy left.
Okay. Wait, you only have 1, right?
Yeah, because
Well-
I had Kennedy, I had Wilson,
Oh, you had Alexander.
and I had
didn't you? Okay.
Alexander.
Okay.
Never mind. I forgot you had Alexander. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, my number 2 is Steve Largent.
That is my number 2.
That's my number 1.
That's my number 2.
All right. So
So we
there's
only
a
have 6
unanimous.
guys?
And
2 unanimous.
Yeah.
All right.
Boom, there we go.
What's up, Wade? You feel like you had something to say?
I put Marshawn on because he's my favorite, so I just wanted to shout him out. But I thought there was an obvious number 4, and he didn't even make the fucking list.
Who's the number 4?
Easily.
I thought about putting
I
Easley
thought
on.
about Kenny Easley.
Yeah.
Yep.
Honestly, I thought about putting Wagner on, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about the Legion of Doom and stuff, and Wagner and some of the other guys, but they're more of like a unit than like one player.
Yeah,
That's
none
kind
of
the
them
thing.
shined enough by themselves.
Yeah,
to,
like Wagner probably did have the most shine because he stuck around the longest, but
But Kenny Easley had a Defensive Player of the Year.
and a Rookie of the Year.
So, yeah, I thought long and hard about
He
him.
had a 10 interception season. Like, he was a monster. I think he eventually made the Hall of Fame. It took
Yes, he is.
him. It took him a while, I think, but he got in even with a super short career.
I've got the guys that I looked at, 4 of them are in the Hall of Fame. The 3 that I've got on the list, and then Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
You think Russ? You think if Russ's career is just about over since he's playing so terrible, you think he'll make the Hall?
no,
I don't know.
No.
I don't think he will.
Yeah, I don't know
No.
if he will or not.
I think it just depends on who gets in while he's waiting.
He's
Yeah.
he's a young quarterback on a defensive-minded team.
So was Roethlisberger. I bet he gets in.
Rossberg
Yeah.
will be a first ballot.
Rossberger got
That,
2.
that won't.
That's what saves him, and he plays for the Steelers.
And
And he
Rossberg
stuck around for so long.
He's top 10 all time in yards and
yeah,
touchdowns.
he
too, so
accumulated a lot more stuff.
Well, Wilson's going to have to do some work.
Yeah,
he's gonna have to.
he's not doing it this year.
No.
He's
No,
gonna
he's
have to get the Broncos together a little bit and at least put together a few more solid seasons.
Make the playoffs, not be top 10 in draft picks.
Yeah.
I will. On his defense, he has not been good this year. I'm not saying he's been good, but the whole team has been kind of a disaster.
It's all a mess.
How many times are you gonna fumble on the goal line?
Yeah,
Jesus Christ! It's unreal.
Did you guys hear that after the game this week? What's his name? Melvin Gordon was was blasting music from Future,
Yeah.
who Sierra is currently suing. And like there was some type of beef in the locker room between Russell Wilson and Melvin Gordon because
Melvin Gordon has been happy with Russ all year.
Of course,
Doesn't-
Melvin Gordon's out now.
Yeah,
they cut him.
Yeah,
They
they
cut
cut
him.
him. So.
they cut him, yeah. Which I kind of think was Melvin Gordon's plan.
Yeah.
I think he's been trying to get out of there for a few weeks.
Yeah.
I don't think he really has that much left in the tank anyway.
No.
Has that much left in the
He
tank the
fumbles
last
too
couple of
much.
years.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Howie Long's on TV.
Yeah. Maybe he should have made a list. I wonder who put him on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, dang.
Don't see Gene Upshaw or Otto, whatever the fuck his name was on there.
Let's talk a little about Steve Largent.
Yeah, let's talk about Steve Largent
Yeah.
before we totally forget about the man.
Well,
Should we shout out
he led the
Blake
league
Drew?
in,
Yeah, we should
in
yeah,
yards
we'll
twice.
here in a minute.
Okay.
Let's talk about Steve.
Yeah. 7 Pro Bowls, 5 All-Pros.
I mean,
At the time he retired, he held 6 NFL records. Most receptions, most consecutive games with a reception, which was 177.
That's nuts.
Most receiving yards, most TDs, most 1,000-yard seasons with 8, and most, I'm not sure, 50-plus catch seasons with 10.
That is
Which,
great.
of course, everybody's blown by him since.
well, yeah.
Oh.
But at that point in time, before Jerry Rice, Steve Largent held most of the records.
Mm.
On
That
a
is
Seattle
super
team that didn't do much.
Yeah.
He never had like a great quarterback. He didn't have Montana and Steve Young and
No.
Rich Gannon throwing the ball his whole career.
No.
Dave Craig, Jim
Yeah.
Zorn, those guys.
Zorn is the one I remember the most, like reading about and stuff. Wasn't he like best friends with one of those guys? Was it Zorn or Craig?
I don't remember now.
He was like best friends, and then like they hung out like off the field. And I've watched like a documentary or something about it. And then like the one that he was best friends with ended up losing his job, and then got cut or traded or something, and it was a big ordeal.
Wasn't Largent a senator or a representative from Oklahoma?
He's from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah, I
He
thought
went
he.
back to Oklahoma, was in the House of Representatives for, I don't know, 3 or 4 terms, 4 or 5 terms, something like that.
I thought he was. Yeah, he was the record holder for a lot of stuff before
Yeah.
Mr. Jerry came along.
He was good. He was a good receiver. I liked Steve Largent.
Do you think Largent would be considered the face of their franchise? If you had to pick one person out of their entire history, do you think he'd be the?
That's probably the first person I think of.
He's been the first person I think of for majority of my life. is Steve Largent. But the only thing that gives me pause is Russell Wilson's a quarterback and he has a
Right.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Well, the two Seahawks fans I know.
Is it that because it's a recency thing though? It's just
Yeah.
fresh in your mind.
No, I said I for me it is Steve Largent, but what makes me think maybe I'm not right is
Right.
that, Russell Wilson is a quarterback and he has a Super Bowl. Quarterbacks are obviously the face of franchise majority of the
Sure.
time anyway, and he has a Super Bowl. So that's why I said it.
Yeah, people I know they know Largent. The two Seahawks fans I know, Vic and Kirkham, they both.
Yes, Victor Schroeder.
Say Kirkham once Wilson left, he got his Steve Largent jersey back out of the closet and he wears it now. But yeah, old Schroeder.
He's a rascal.
He's a big LeBron fan.
That's a downfall of lots of people.
All right.
Does he think he's the GOAT?
Yeah,
Oh God,
by a long shot.
we're gonna get into it at the gym next time I see
By a long shot.
Oh yeah, he always he wore Cavalier stuff all the time.
He's not wrong. There is a GOAT by a long shot, but it's not LeBron.
I was about to say, wait, what changed your mind since the last time I talked to you?
I didn't have LeBron even at number 2, so
Yeah, I didn't either.
I had old
Neither did
Kareem.
I.
I don't think
No one did.
No one did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They want to have him at 3.
Nope.
I had him at 4, I believe.
I had him at 4.
think I had him at 10.
Oh God! So
my.
all right, so what we got 6 guys.
Yeah.
2 guys are in though. Largent and Kennedy are in.
There he is.
Okay.
So Steve Largent is already on the list. He was unanimous. Cortez Kennedy is also on the list because he was unanimous.
Yep.
So that means we have 4 guys for 2 spots: Walter Jones, Russell Wilson, Marshawn Lynch, and Sean Alexander.
All right,
So who doesn't have Jones?
Ray.
Ray.
What deal you want to make, Ray?
Well, actually,
All right.
Ray, I got a deal for us.
Oh, here we
Okay.
go.
I like
Go.
All right, here's the deal. We get rid of our Alexander picks. You take your one Alexander pick, move it to Jones. I'll move my Alexander pick to Lynch, and then you move your Russell Wilson pick to Lynch.
But why would I want to give up Alexander?
Because
Because I was just doing it as well, so we can just get that. We can move to the other running back with the weight. We can consolidate and get a running back.
and we'd get Jones in.
Yeah, and we get Jones in. I'll sacrifice something if you.
I have a better question.
I
Ray.
like this.
Why are you giving up your Wilson pick?
Why am I?
Yeah. Why would
I
you
don't-
give up your Wilson pick?
Marshawn was more part of the offense.
He was the offense
Yeah.
back then.
That is true. That's very
So-
true.
And if they would have gave him the ball instead of let Wilson throw it, they'd have 2 of
Yeah,
them.
Wilson lost in the Super Bowl. Lynch would have won in the Super Bowl.
But, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Gotta go with that.
Marshawn and the Legion of Doom won them a Super Bowl.
So you want to make a deal?
I mean, yeah. I mean, longevity is what hurts Marshawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give up my Wilson pick for Lynch, but I don't know if I want to come off Alexander quite yet.
All right, well then I'll stick with you on
Oh,
Alexander.
great. Now we got 3 guys with 2.
No, we want Jones in.
What, Drew? You just screwed it up. We were trying to get Jones in, and you gave Marshawn Lynch a pick. Drew, this is 2 weeks in a row where you start making. You're not allowed to make deals anymore. 'Cause your deals are stupid.
I liked your deal because I got all my guys in. If he would have followed through with your plan,
That's what I was going with. I was even giving up a guy.
I liked your plan.
But you said he had to give up 2 picks to come just do what you wanted to do. That wasn't a deal. That was just fuck Ray. That's what it was.
Alex, you're ruining our deals.
There's no. Yeah, I started saying no.
It's not our deal. It's your idea.
So now the next thing is
We still got to get somebody to Jones.
I say
We still got to get Ray to Jones.
I say we just get Wilson off.
Well, and none of us can go from Wilson to Jones anymore.
Right, yeah, we can't go from wherever we're going. We're not going to go Wilson. Yeah.
He's totally doing this on purpose to prolong things. So we might as well move on to a different one and come back to Jones.
Well, what are we moving on to?
Right.
Either Wilson, Lynch, or Alexander.
How strongly do you feel about Russell Wilson?
I can move him, but I'm not moving him to Jones's in. I can tell you that.
Fair enough.
That's fair.
Yeah, like what? Like what are we
argue with
talking
that.
about here? I'm not completely tied to Russell Wilson either. But if we can't get Jones in, like, what are we doing?
Me and Drew agreed with you on Walter Jones. We're just keep trying to.
If Drew really agreed with us, he'd already be in.
I did agree with you.
Drew tried all his mumbo jumbo, and instead of just saying, "Hey, come off him and go to him," and Ray would probably have been like, "Okay," but he's like, "Hey, let's see if I can get Ray to come off all of his guys and come to my guys."
That's not all what I did.
That's exactly what you did.
I told him to leave Alexander. Alexander's my guy.
Exactly. Nobody cares about Alexander. We were talking about Jones.
I care.
I'm pretty sure you're
Okay.
not going to get both Alexander and Lynch.
I wasn't trying to. I was trying to consolidate the one running back. And then he leaves his Wilson pick to go to Jones. It was very
Ray
simple.
followed half of the plan and then said fuck the other half.
Yeah, Ray did half the plan.
Yeah, that was the problem with it. Okay. Is there another direction we can
So-
go here?
Well, who's got Wilson?
Me and Doug.
Yeah.
Go back.
Just go put it on Alexander. Put the Wilson picks on Alexander.
no.
He wants 2 picks for nothing.
Not for nothing.
No, I gave up mine.
But no, you came our guy. Why would we don't do it with you?
When I get-
You abandoned them and wanted them to abandon their last pick by themselves. And still not put Jones on.
See, this is like a Drew deal right here. Like, hey, just do what I want. Just do what I
You
want.
can't bamboozle me in the Raiders episode. I had double the votes. Willie had double the votes.
No, you only had double the votes because Ray was mad at me. That you should never have even been in the
So
conversation.
if we take Ray votes out, it's just 3-1 still.
That'd be it'd be 3-3.
Yeah. So
If you take Ray off him and go to Upshaw, it's 3-3.
yeah,
4 and 2, take 1, add 1. That's 3 and 3.
Yeah,
Well, then
I still got Bullcraft.
well, then come to Marshawn. Go to Marshawn.
Yeah, you can go to Marshawn.
Go to
Again, why are we listening to you, Ray? You just screwed us over for no reason. Why are we talking? We're like, hey, let's just do what Ray did.
Marshawn. I'm trying to consolidate here, and you're not working with me.
So
If he-
Alexander is Ray and Drew.
Yeah.
And Lynch is Wade and
Ray.
Ray.
No, you're not. No, I refuse. You guys are bullshit. No, you are not trying to consolidate, and neither are you. If we were trying to consolidate, all you would have said was, get rid of this fucker and go to Jones. That's the only words out of anybody's mouth.
But
and we
I
would have
can't-
done it, and we would have consolidated.
But Alex, how does it make sense for me to tell Ray to leave Alexander to go to Jones, but then I keep Alexander? Like, that doesn't help me out. I can't do that.
Drew's
Everybody-
initial plan
everybody's
did, like,
up in
complete the
arms.
list.
Yeah, mine completed list. The episode would have been over by now if we were listening to my plan.
I know what I'm saying. You were trying to get him to leave. Like, hey, just drop all these picks. Like, well, I'm saying
One
you-
pick. One.
If you just work with me here.
Okay.
Just-
No, you weren't trying to work with us. You were
But
just
I'm
like,
working- I'm
Doug and
trying-
Alex, do what I say. That's what you said.
Walter Jones was everyone's 1 or 2 except you. So that's a hard one. That's a hard one
He's
to
on the
let go.
I'm trying to
We're
repent
having
here.
a fucking Gene Upshaw and Otto guy dilemma all over again.
That was like.
Well, just whoever's got the Wilson pick, just pick Alexander or Lynch, and then we'll figure the rest out.
You really don't want Wilson on there anymore.
What did Wilson do to you in the last 10 minutes? That's what I want to
about
know.
Wilson. What's wrong with Jones?
Yeah, why did you put Jones on the beginning?
Why do you not like Jones so much?
I never said I didn't like Jones. I'm just not picking him at the moment.
This whole debate's been about you going on Jones.
It's like some Mean Joe Green shit.
Before we start, we were trying to get you to move to Jones, and then Drew sent you elsewhere.
No, Dad! Stop! My plan.
I want you to go to
Blake's the only
Jones.
one that heard my plan then. It literally would have worked.
Hey, it's Broncos
know.
country. Let's ride the Wilson pick somewhere else to another player. Oh, let's ride his ass to another player.
Well, I will come off Wilson once
Yes.
Jones is in.
Well, well,
This is.
It's like the third time that's been said, by the way.
Well,
All right, I tell you what, Ray. Here's the deal.
okay.
for you.
Let's
Oh
do this.
no.
You move either Alexander or Lynch, I don't care which one,
Okay.
to Jones,
Okay.
and I will move my Wilson to whichever one you move out of. That way they stay tied at 2, and Jones is in.
That's a good deal.
That's a good deal.
That is.
I like that. Okay. So I don't know who to take out now.
all you have to do is drop Wilson to 1 and make Jones 5.
And then you can pick.
Because I said I'd go whichever one you vacate, I'll move into.
So the running backs stay at 2.
So they stay.
Wilson goes to 1, and Jones goes to 5.
So we have 3 players now.
So
Yes.
the most important thing is Joe's is a 5 now.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. But then that abandons you with Wilson?
Yes.
Yeah, it leaves me
Correct.
with Wilson by
Okay.
myself.
Move down to 1 on Wilson.
So,
Wilson goes to 1, Jones goes to 5.
Oh, we got 3
all right.
But hold on, though.
No, right. No.
No, leave them.
Leave the running backs alone.
Just put Jones at 5, Wilson at 1.
Yeah.
But I already took my Wilson pick out.
No, it's my Wilson.
His Wilson
Oh.
pick.
And I'm replacing whichever running back you choose. So, see, the running backs aren't going to change. Then you're moving to Jones.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So, see,
Roger,
now we've
roger.
got those 3 in.
So
There
I
we
have
go.
I have a question now. Now I'm trying to make sense of this. But if I leave, it doesn't decide anything.
Yeah, it does. You got one or the other running back.
But it doesn't decide anything. Like it just
Well,
makes them 3.
Right, we'll still have to fight
Right.
over the running
We
back.
can
have-
still
we'll
fight.
just have to go
fight
to-
about the running backs for a
we'll just
while.
have to go to the
Walker
boards.
in.
But
Yeah, well, I mean, Walter
Yeah,
is being the
Walker
important
in.
thing. Yeah, that's the important thing. I'm not complaining. I'm just trying to make sense of the numbers now.
Well, let's just go to the boards then. We got 3 in. Take Wilson, pick out, pick whoever the hell you want, and then we can decide on the other 2 running backs.
We could even keep Wilson in and everyone just vote.
Yeah, that too. Either
If
way
we
you want.
want.
We ain't got to do.
Unless everyone really just wants a running back.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily care at this point, but I mean, is it going to just be a waste of our time to leave Wilson in? If one of you guys going to jump to the Wilson train again?
I don't know. I want it
I
easily.
mean, two of you abandoned me, so I mean,
I'm not riding with Wilson. So
we avoided that saying for the whole Broncos episode, and we bring it up in the Sea Squawks episode.
I like it. I would.
I'd do that.
If he's on the list right now, I'd be bitching about him not having more votes. Easily.
Kenny Eastland.
oh,
Wait, now I'm going to vote for Kenny Eastland.
you can't. He didn't make a list. You can't. He doesn't qualify.
I feel like a 15-minute bitch stormer out Randy Moss in the Vikings episode. I can do whatever I want.
And John Randall, you just went off the whole Vikings episode.
I did.
And then again with Charles Woodson the next week in freaking Green Bay.
Oh.
All
All right, grab a board, everybody, I guess.
So are we voting on all 3?
Now let's just vote on the running backs.
All right. Okay. Crap. Now I got to decide which one I want.
Yeah.
No, this is hard.
I might get my list in, boys. Maybe. My answer has been submitted.
I have mine as well.
Okay.
Pretty confident I know what Wade's doing, but the other 3 of you, I don't know.
Yeah, I got mine in.
I got mine.
Is that everybody?
Yep.
Alexander.
Lynch.
Lynch.
Ouch.
Alexander.
Oh, we got Lynch in, boys.
Well, dang.
Not bad. I got my list this week. It's not bad.
3 out of 4.
Last week I only got 2, I think. So.
All right, the
Or the week before that, whatever.
Seattle Seahawks Mount
You just gotta
Rushmore
think
is
like
as
that guy,
follows. Wide receiver Steve Largent. Offensive tackle Walter Jones. Defensive tackle Cortez Kennedy. And running back Marshawn Lynch. So we have 3 offensive players and a defensive player this week. And we're fairly spread out over some time period there. So yeah. All right. Well, that will end our Seahawks portion of this episode and move us into trivia. Drew?
All right. 2-parter this week. I haven't asked one in a while. So I did least points per game in a single season last week. All right. What team has the most points per game, and what year did they do it?
And you said what team, what year?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't even know. I got my guess.
Yeah, I got
Guess is.
The year.
Yeah, I know.
The year is what's getting me. Do we get a point if we get one of them right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do we get?
Drew's protecting his lead.
Yes.
Oh my! Of course. One time.
I'm not gonna lie. I think the hardest question recently was Wade's last week. Like,
Yeah.
what two guys went to some random high school
Oh.
nobody's heard of?
That's
Like,
true. That
Well,
was
3
pretty
Hall of
good.
Fame players go to one high school. It should be, popular news, I thought, but
I don't know where anybody went to high school.
I don't know.
Is that everybody got an answer about
Hey,
Yeah.
way back in the day, what was Carmelo Anthony's nickname in middle school?
Yeah.
There was a question.
Tyrone. I knew that. I would have got it right.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
I'll guess the year. Do I get 2 points if we get them both right?
That'd be nice for me.
I don't know. I'm
that? You'd catch the guests.
Everybody got an answer?
Yeah.
I got
wrote
Patriots in 09.
Okay.
I said Broncos in 15.
Broncos in 12.
Okay.
Said St. Louis in 99.
Well, none of you are right. It's the Los Angeles Rams in 1950. They averaged
Oh.
38 points a game.
Damn.
Crazy Legs, Hirsch.
I think we picked the team that scored the most points in a season.
Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah. Because they passed the Patriots the year Peyton
And they
broke all the
would have had a
records.
shorter season, so
Yeah.
Broncos would have had more points.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right, Wade.
All right. All right, Wade, you got one?
Yes. All right. We talked a lot about the Legion of Doom, and they were the leading factor of them winning the Super Bowl. One of the most important parts of that defense was Cam Chancellor. Where'd he go to college? Ray with a quick write down. Very curious now.
I honestly have no idea.
To be totally honest, I don't either.
I got to guess.
I almost asked Earl Thomas, but that one's really easy because I knew it, and if I know it, it's easy. I don't watch college football.
I don't think I know where Earl Thomas went to college.
Texas, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Come on, Wade, you should have asked that one.
All right, I got an answer.
Well,
I
fine.
got an answer.
Everybody?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, I said Auburn.
Said Eastern Michigan.
Okay.
I said Florida State.
Arkansas.
He went to Virginia Tech.
I wasn't sure.
I had no idea.
An old Cam.
Okay, well, we all talked about Steve Largent. Okay. And he was not Seattle's first draft pick. That's some guy I've never really heard of. But he was the first player Seattle traded for. And they traded an 8th-round draft pick to get Steve Largent.
It's my trivia question.
Oh, I was there. Sorry. Who'd they trade for? I mean, what team did they get him from?
Well, I know the answer to
Yeah,
that.
Alex is going to get it.
Oh, crap. Back.
My question was, what did they trade?
Oh, okay.
So,
I think I would have known that.
That they traded an 8th rounder?
Yeah, I knew that because I remember talking to Kirkham about it.
Okay.
So I'm trying to remember what team he said.
And I believe Largent was a 4th-round draft pick for this team. And they got an 8th out of him.
I'm trying to think what team, because he tricked me on it. He said, what do you think they gave up? I was like, I don't know, like a 5th or something. He said, nope, 8th. I was
Yep.
like, oh. I'm trying to think what team he said.
I wrote someone down.
I have my answer.
Well, we know Alex is going to get it.
God, if I wrote down the same team as Alex, I'm going to scream like a girl.
I think I know. Let's have Alex go last so we don't.
Damn it.
All right. You got one, Ray?
Yeah.
All right, let's see him, guys.
I said the Oilers.
Put the Eagles.
Chiefs.
Alex?
Oilers.
It's the Oilers. Drew again.
So happy my math teacher for the last 3 years was a Seahawks fan.
Yeah. You'll have to call him and tell him to listen to this episode.
Yeah.
Give him some shout-outs. He was a really good math teacher, so.
He was. He's a diehard Eagles,
Seahawks
Seahawks
my
fan.
turn, ain't it? All right. Let's see here. Okay. Which team owns the longest active drought without a top 10 scoring offense?
I didn't hear the first part of that. Sorry.
Which team owns the largest active drought without a top 10 scoring offense?
Okay.
All right, I hate to do this, Ray, but can you give it one more time?
Yeah. But you only get 2 repeats of the question, and then you get disqualified. Which team owns the largest or the longest active drought without a top 10 scoring offense?
I have an answer.
I got an answer.
I got an answer.
I said the Jets.
Bears.
Jaguars.
Jets.
It is the Miami Dolphins from 2001.
Really?
Yeah.
They're going to change that this year.
Yeah, that's what I was looking
Yeah.
at.
Yeah,
No joke.
there. That one's not going to be valid here in a couple weeks.
Yeah. As long as Tua doesn't get hurt again.
Well, I mean, they didn't look that bad with Bridgewater.
But then Bridgewater got hurt.
Yeah.
All right, guys, here's my question. I would assume most of you have heard of the Monday Night Massacre, which had the Seahawks beating a team 42-0. Who did they defeat?
I don't know.
Monday Night Massacre. I have a guess, and I have a theory behind it.
It's the largest margin of victory in Monday Night history.
Oh, I might know only because I see memes all the time about it. Maybe there's a chance. Very far. I have an idea.
Okay.
This is going to be a total guess.
Just a random Monday night game where they just killed someone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Calm down, Cat.
And they gave it one of those cool nicknames, you know. They have those games with nicknames, you know, like the Packers have Black Sunday, where they lost to the Eagles in the playoffs. Or the Miracle in the Meadowlands.
Was it the Music City Miracle and the Titans through that lateral?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Minneapolis Miracle.
All right.
Everybody got one?
Yep.
All right, well, I said the Vikings because Kirk Cousins is 0-something, and then there's this meme of the Seahawks dancing in their green uniforms in the end zone on Monday Night Football. And it's against the Vikings, so I went with the Vikings.
I don't know. Oh, I just put the Lions.
I said the Cowboys, just for fun.
Tampa Bay.
Correct answer is the Eagles.
Oh.
Wow.
It was in 05 when McNabb was still there.
Oh, so when they were pretty
we
good.
were really good, yeah.
Yeah.
That would have. Yeah, we would have. Yeah, I think that would have been the year after. We went to the Super Bowl in 04, I believe. So, the year after the Super Bowl. All right. After this week's tallies, we gave out a couple points this week. Drew has 34. Wade has 28. Uncle Doug has 23. Alex has 16. The guests have 7. And Ray has 5.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have just 2 episodes left, correct? We have the 49ers and we have the Cardinals.
Ooh, one of the most storied franchises ever and one of the shittiest.
Yep.
Well, I think I'm going to put Kyler Murray on my list.
Can't stop playing freaking Call of Duty.
But anyway, we appreciate you tuning in for this Seahawks episode. Got to hear an argument this week, which hasn't happened a ton in the football episodes. We would appreciate you tuning in next week for the 49ers episode. And we would also like to remind you about our upcoming baseball episodes. Do a little research yourself. See who you think the 3 greatest catchers of all time are. And thanks for tuning in to Sports the NEMO Way.